Hey everybody. So I just had to somebody's outside yelling. I just had to do a response real quick to Marlena Crawford's message on D True Crime. Fred told me not to but I just had to respond for those who did not hear it. Hold on, let me share this. Also put some settings on this video real quick. I'm not going to be live long, but Dee's True Crime was supposed to go, I guess, had a special guest with Marlena. It was supposed to be at 1, but she must have backed out instead of going live with Dee. And this is not like, I don't have a problem with Dee at all. Like, but, this is more of a message to Marlena Crawford. She knows that Fred has kept certain things quiet about that situation, and he could have gone way worse. And Dee, if you knew the stuff that Marlena, the real reason Marlena lost her child and stuff, you would want nothing to do with her. I promise you that you're involved with somebody who is I promise you, if you knew what we knew, you would not want to be involved with her. I promise you. There was nothing that we said in Sweetie Pie Lowe's that was, her name was mentioned right from the beginning, so maybe that's why, but nothing was said that bad. Besides, her daughter or her daughter witnessed Candace, preparing a suitcase and stuff for some kind of trip. And then we also said that Marlena got accused with something to do with birth certificates, and that also Marlena was really dropped off on the morning of the 15th at her sister's place. That's it. What else? I mean, I'm sorry. Like, there's nothing else that was talking shit about Marlena, but trust and believe we could talk shit about Marlena. And Marlena, that's why you're scared of us talking about you, because you know what stuff that Fred knows about your situation. So please stop, because you know that Fred has not put everything out there that he could. And there's some very, very bad accusations against you, Marlena, concerning your daughter. Very bad. So please do not put me in this fucking position. All I did was go on and tell our truth for Summer Wells. There was no details beyond what needed to be said. Anything about your personal information. The only thing we've mentioned was what we felt was important for Summer Wells. But I mean, there is more with your character that could play into your character and make you look real bad, Marlena, if you want to go there. I hate that she's using Dee's True Crime to, I've stayed out of it because I like Dee's True Crime. For the most part, we agree most of the time. But when I saw Marlena was clinging on to Dee's True Crime, like, Fred was like, immediately turned. I mean, but Dee doesn't know Marlena. Like, Fred's known and heard of her around that area. I don't know if she's taking a lie detector test. Hey, Rhiannon. Yeah, so she was also saying that she was going to go she was going to go right into Hawkins County, and because Fred's not allowed to leave the state of Tennessee. Bitch, don't you think that we freaking already got that handled? Are you for real? Do you really think that we've been up here for over a year, or that he's been up here for over a year and he's not supposed to be up here? Do you really think that? Come on. And we hope that you're sober and doing well and getting better for your daughter and everything. But you know there's no chance in hell of you getting your daughter back. So stop saying that. Oh, I'm gonna get my. You're not gonna get your daughter back. You know the accusations against you, Marlena, were very, very, very bad. So please, it could get worse. I could tell everything. I don't understand what we said yesterday that was so upsetting to her. Oh, about where her daughter's at. Her daughter's been at that same location. I mean, since basically her birth. Like, from my understanding, like Marlena, we try to keep who Marlena's child is with. Like, we try to not say who, but sometimes it comes out. We just say her sister, Marlena's sister. That's all we say. She has more than one sister, I think. I don't know. Hey, Sunstar. Hey, Tiffany. Yeah, I guess we could play some of it so you guys know what I'm talking about, but everybody was waiting for Dee to go live for 2 hours, and instead of going live, I guess let me find it. She did a response. Marlena didn't show up, I guess. Watch what creators jump when calling them out. Really, Marlena? Are you for real right now? You think that Marlena Crawford is calling us out? Let's see. So she read, let's see, we're gonna.
Said, these people don't understand on YouTube how dangerous it is on Beach Creek and what they can do. And people are just crazy. I am not on drugs.
Okay, we're glad that you're not on drugs, Marlena. I hope that is freaking the truth. We didn't say that you were on drugs last night, did we? Aw, thank you, Trish. Well, and she has she knows that Fred knows more stuff on that whole situation and the custody of her daughter and the reason why she lost her daughter. She knows Fred knows more. She's afraid of what Fred will put out. That's why she wants to shut us up, because she's afraid we're going to say more. If you keep freaking going back and forth with us like this, Marlena, we're going to have to. You're mad at us for freaking telling the truth? That your sister and all them were saying that you were dropped off on the morning of the 15th by Grandis? And that you were investigated for something to do with birth certificate scams, like with kids and stuff? Okay, and I do understand it's dangerous. You need to get away from that area if you can, but I understand it's dangerous. and that some of you guys are most of you guys are being quiet because you can't talk about what you know openly. If you are really away from the drug scene, then you could get away from Beach Creek. Oh, thank you, Carla. I understand that she's upset about, her daughter getting mentioned and stuff like that, but we have been protective of her daughter because there's more we freaking know. And so please, Marlena, stop. And the fact that she's using Dee's true crime to do it, I mean,
and I am sober for once in my life, and I thank God for that, because people don't know what I have been through or anything.
Well, maybe you should have gone live like had told Dee, at 1 when everybody is waiting for you, and told her, because it doesn't make sense why
And
you would
what
be
my
so
kid has
upset about
been
what we
through,
said,
we have had
really.
a rough 4 years, and I am trying to get back on my feet, and I am not going to let them knock me back down, because there is no way that I will go that low again. I am out here trying my best, and I'm going to keep going, and that is what I have to do, and I got to get my baby back and keep pushing, and I'm going to, because my baby needs me, and I have found a way to love myself again, and I want justice for Summer, and I want her to be found.
So what
We
was the
have lost
lie?
22 people in year 21, and it's been really hard on my family. And I have been down a bad road, but I am on a better one, and I do believe in God and thankful for what He has done for me and all the stuff He has brought me out of. And the hard times made me a better person.
Okay, I'm
Also,
moving to this other part
bitch
because
in their place, because he got up there and lied, and I'm going to her place because he got up there.
okay.
D. It's time to put Fred Hill and his bitch in their place because he got up there and lied, and I'm going to Hawkins County Jailhouse tomorrow, and I am report him out of state. He is on parole, and he is supposed to stay in the state of Tennessee, and I'm
Really? See, this is a part. Do you guys really? Why are you putting this out knowing that Fred's allowed to be up here and stuff? Why aren't you correcting this girl? Like, you're enabling her. You don't understand why she lost her child. Anyways, I want to know what we lied about. Instead of addressing, all she's sitting here and saying is like, this bitch, that, they need to shut up. What did we lie about? You didn't say anything about what we lied about. You just said, oh, they stood up there, him and his bitch sat up there and lied. What? We said that you were really dropped off on the 15th, the morning of, by Grandis, according to your family members. That, yeah, Journey, it did come out that Journey was staying with your sister, but everybody's known that forever. And she's been staying there for even before, forever, even before Summer's case. Your birth certificate scamming shit. That's it. So where's the lies? Like, maybe you should have addressed what you thought were what you believe are the lies.
I promise you, he is lying about me and my kid, and he knows what happened. He was there that day hiding, Donnie.
See, look what she said. To shift the blame on me again, and they telling where my kid is and shit. That not cool. Period. I could care less about me, but my kid. That's not cool. Period. I'm mad about all these lives. And when you're gonna go live, I like to get on. Well, why she set it up at 1. Why didn't she go on there, Marlena? Or why didn't you come on and talk to me and Fred? If you had nothing to hide, you would come on live and talk to me and Fred and just have a conversation. But no, you're scared because you're hiding from the truth. Instead of like coming straight to us, you're going to all these other people, because you don't want to address it one-on-one. Because more stuff would probably come out. When you're gonna go live, I like to get on there and talk to you and get something straight out. Tired of this bullshit. I'm done. I'm going to start pressing charges, not playing with these stupid people, because people want Summer found and not keeping this going on, period. And that's all I want is my little girl found.
Candace's drugs while the cops were looking for Summer and
Where's that day hiding Donnie and Candace's drugs while cops were looking for Summer? Really, Marlena? Really? So now you want to say Fred was hiding. Why didn't you put this out to begin with? Why are you saying that just now? Did you turn this into the law enforcement that Fred was hiding drugs for Dawn and Candace? Or are you just putting out freaking bullshit? I hope you reported that to law enforcement. Because this is the first that we're hearing of this, Marlena. Now Fred was hiding drugs for Dawn and Candace on the day of? How did you freaking know? Oh my gosh. You caught him. No, seriously. Let's say that was true, though. How would you freaking know such a thing? And why are you just now saying that now? Because people make stuff so much worse on themselves. Like, she knows that Fred knows more about that whole situation and that he could have said a lot more. And he has been protecting her daughter by keeping that stuff quiet. As far as we know, it doesn't have, hopefully, anything to do with Summer's disappearance. If people found out the real reasons why she lost her daughter, I mean, maybe they might. So, Marlena, I'm telling you right now, if you're going to come on here and tell a bunch of lies, it's going to have to be. I'm not threatening anybody. The only thing I can say, if you put me in a position where I have to put out the truth or respond with the truth, then I'm going to have to. We got something, a package? Oh. Yeah, this is Dee's True Crime. Here, hold on, let me, she should have gone live with Dee. I mean, she knows this is stuff.
I actually even spoke to law enforcement when he was in there about the birth certificates.
Ashley Trent?
And one that just got arrested again. The one that was there when her father passed away.
Yeah, he was in there in the jail talking. Didn't he talk to law enforcement too?
He talked to law enforcement.
They pulled him out. They pulled her ex. It was
her ex. It was just somebody she was hanging with.
Oh, not her ex, a guy that she was hanging with.
Mom and dad's when her dad passed away and stuff.
Yeah, he was in the jail and he was trying to get. Wasn't he trying to get reduced sentenced or something? Hopefully he comes back. But they pulled him out of the cell to question him about Marlena's birth certificate scams. We didn't talk about that and all the stuff that Ashley had told Fred when he was in jail about that situation. Marlena, there's so much more that we could talk about. So don't act like we're sitting here just like trying to ruin your life. Was he trying to get a reduced sentence or something?
I don't know. Most likely by him doing that, you know.
But you saw him actually be pulled out?
Because, see, he was in the same cell as Harry Richardson, the one that Marlena's brother got caught with all them drugs and guns and stuff.
Yeah, she's trying to say, now she's coming up with a new freaking rumor to put out there, and I can't even believe Dee would even, honestly, I'm kind of disappointed that Dee knows that Fred's up here legit. Like, that's obvious. I mean, obviously everybody knows that. I mean, we've seen him go down to probation. I played that live with Fred going down to probation. So Marlena putting on here that she's going to go to Hawkins County and turn Fred in for being up in Indiana is laughable. Like, these people, the stuff that they come up with. I mean, all right, Tanya, I don't understand either. I'm sorry that her daughter's been brought in this mess, but I'm not the one. It was her that was hanging out with these people over and over again and leaving her daughter up there at Dawn and Candace's. She would leave her up there for days on end. And when she wasn't even there, guys, knowing what kind of people they are, Marlena should have thought about the stuff she was putting. She should have thought about the dangers and the predicament she was putting her daughter in. Okay, it's not my fault that she's dealing with these consequences of her actions, her poor decisions from years ago. Why did she? I don't know where. I don't know if she would have gone live with Dee and talked about what's this specifically we lied about, then we could discuss it better. But all we have here is like, bitch this, liar that, I'm gonna get you arrested. Like, does she really think that's gonna work? Like, that's really gonna scare us? Like, that's all she has, guys, is that she's gonna go down to Hawkins County and freaking tell on Fred for being up in Indiana when obviously his probation was transferred up here. We don't want to ruin anybody's lives or cause any problems. You know, Marlena wasn't probably going to be mentioned again for a while. It was, of course, she's going to come up at times. I know, Kristen. It's like he obviously, and I'm not mad at Dee at all or anything. I'm just like, kind of feel bad for I kind of hate that she's got Marlena there. I feel like Marlena's kind of a distraction, honestly, from what she's been doing, but she'll find out on her own. Dee's a smart person and she'll realize over time. That's all I can do with was I just wait because I know she's going to end up seeing that. I mean, look, she was supposed to go live with her today at 1 and had people waiting for hours and didn't show up, and instead gives Dee a statement to put out. If she was really, really, she should have just gone live. She should have just gone live and addressed the lies. When was she really dropped off? When was the last day that, straighten out for us? But I promise you this, Fred nor myself are just going on lives intentionally lying about you, Marlena. Yeah, that girl. That's why Fred told me not to. He just told me just to leave it alone and not even go live. But because I don't really have much to say. That was basically it, anyways. And I'm not going to keep going back and forth with Marlena or anybody for that matter. The truth is the truth, and that's it. I don't have to come out here a million times and go back and forth with people. Like, if they don't like what I'm saying, I'm sorry. Like, it's not going to change just because you don't like it. I knew that she was going to have a problem with that. Like, I didn't mean for Marlena to come up like at first, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't mean to bring her name up like that at first. Is she my number one concern in this case? No. Do I think she's not being completely honest, like, with us out here? Especially, yeah, I definitely know she's not, but I can only hope and pray that she's at least being honest with law enforcement. And I do understand, like she says, that it's dangerous. Yes, we understand. Do you think Fred doesn't know that how dangerous this situation is? And if you knew how dangerous all this was, why was you leaving your daughter up there for hours on time by herself? Days at a time. I mean, I don't know. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect and stuff. But when you sit there and try to hide what the truth is, it just makes you look more sus, okay? But guys, I'm going to go. That's all I have to really say as a response. Go check out Dee's videos if you want to watch it and then come back here. When does the money grabbing grifters going to show up to deal with her lies for not showing up to tell people something? We all knew it was Marlena. And I knew too when her name came up at the very beginning which was not intentional. I was like, it just happened that way. But it was literally, she was brought up for about 5 minutes and that's it at the beginning. And that's not ever again throughout the whole 2.5 hour live. Yeah. Don't forget 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, guys. We're going to come on, me and RJ, and we'll talk more about all this, okay? Was David Dawson watching the kids? No, I don't think so. Not until after Summer went missing when he took him to putt-putt, but who knows? Like, these people keep lying to us about everything. Dee will learn over time. She'll see. I'm not seeing it. You know, I would talk to Marlena if she messaged me as well, but I'm not going to. She's not going to do that. Marlena wouldn't talk to me because she knows that Fred knows too much. But if she keeps putting out, like I said, when these people put out stuff, more lies in response, it's just going to cause me to come on here and respond with the truth, you know? Yeah, but Dee wasn't really talking shit about us, but except the title, I just don't understand. Watch what creators jump when calling them out. Nobody's calling us out, Dee. There's nothing to call out. We did not do anything wrong. We're just trying to get answers for Summer Wells. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. See you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then I'll be going live doing readings a couple hours after that on Empress. And I already have one person scheduled, so that's probably going to be about 10 or 10:30 p.m. Eastern. So